Hello everyone, coinmetallurgist here. Hope you're all doing well. And just like that, just like magic for you all, I'm through the first 50 pounds of world coins that I got from Golden Eagle Coins. I have 50 more that I'm going to start looking through, but I want to show you the new types that I got from the first 50 pounds. And I want to start flipping through these right away because there's a lot of them that I want to show you. Of course, from 50 pounds of coins, you get quite a few new types. But at the same time, I want to give you some numbers for overall how the 50 pounds went. So when I first got the 50 pounds, I was pretty disappointed with it. I looked through it. I didn't see a lot of stuff that looked like different designs that I hadn't seen before. I wasn't expecting a whole lot of anything. Um, After getting through all of it, I was pretty happy with how many new types there were. So overall, there were 182 new types that I'm adding to my collection. Um, Including those new types, there's 717 new coins. So so the difference there are coins that I already had the type, but they're new years. Um, Not a lot of old stuff, mostly more modern coins, and a lot of things that look very similar to types I already have in my collection, which I'm contributing that to why I didn't really realize there were so many new types in there. There was hardly any silver. Out of the 50 pounds, there was 8.6 grams of silver, and that's the actual silver weight. And of that, of the total 50 pounds, about 16% is what I kept, and the other 85% was coins I already had. Like I said, I do have the 50 pounds, the second 50 pounds from them. I purchased 100 pounds from Golden Eagle Coins, and I'm getting just started going through those 50 pounds, and we'll see what we get from the second 50 pounds. They sent 50 pounds at a time because they essentially ran out of coins and they had to scrounge up some more. So they sold me more than they had. So that I think means that the second 50 pounds will be a different mix than the first 50 pounds. Could be better or worse though, so we'll see. This is nothing compared to what you guys just saw me going through with what I got from those, from that 20 pounds from the seller. I'm not telling you yet. Still want to sit on that seller and see if I can get some more out of them. But to give you a couple other thoughts on this 50 pounds I got from Golden Eagle Coins, it was very diverse. Quite often you see coins, you see maybe around 15% from Great Britain, and probably a good 10% of world coins are from Mexico. But I had a pretty good spread of coins. There weren't, in that first 50 pounds, only 10% was from the United Kingdom. And the second most from any country was actually Philippines with 6%. And then just under 6% of the coins were from France. And if you look, two things I look at is how many countries made up 50% of the coins. And quite often it's like in the 5 to 10 country range. And so we were on the high end of that this time. See, it was 12 countries. The top 50% came from 12 countries. And if you look at like the top 80%, it was pretty decent as well. I don't remember the number. But I've had lots that I've gotten from people where the top 50% 50% of the coins were from only 4 countries. And that's just disappointing. You get 20% from Great Britain or from Mexico, and it's all, coins you already have and not a whole lot of new varieties, and so it's just boring to look through. Pretty nice old French Indochina coin. I've been going through these pretty quick. I'm going to keep trying to go through them quick, but I'm going to start trying to point out when I think there's cool ones here. German knot geld. A little bent, but that's all right. Trying to not make a complete mess with these as I go through them. A little too many to hold at once. Take half of them. Hope that you guys are all enjoying the world coins and taking a look at them with me as I add these new types. That one's in pretty bad condition. I've really enjoyed doing the world coins. You know, I've been doing world coins in addition to US coins since about late 2015, and I'm recording this video like early 2020. So it's been about just over 4 years that I've been doing this, and I have over 5,000 types in my collection, and many more coins than that. You know, over 10,000, over 15,000 coins. A lot of coins to add. There's a lot to collect with world coins, and so sometimes, you know, I think at some point in my life I'm gonna have to stop taking kind of this shotgun method of just adding everything to my collection. Of course, I'm not gonna, you know, if I get a new coin that is one I don't already have, I'm going to add it to my collection. But what I mean is trying to specifically look for coins that I enjoy. I've said it many times, I really like coins from Brazil, from Portugal, from up in the Scandinavian countries, so Sweden, Norway, and also Denmark. It's an old Italian coin, pretty good shape. And Finland also, I really enjoy those coins. So a couple little bit older ones from Italy. Again, you know, you'll go back to my video from last week where I went through that 20 pounds of coins that had probably never been looked through by a collector or a dealer. And you see all kinds of old coins, silver coins, ancient coins in there. You're not seeing anything like that in here. But at the same time, I was satisfied with how many types I added to my collection. I'm a little bit terrified that going through the second 50 pounds, I'm going into it with kind of the same perspective that I had going into these ones, that I didn't see a whole lot of anything that was good in there, and I'm worried that it's not going to work out as well as this one did, and it's going to end up, you know, being just a bust entirely. But it's hard. I shouldn't, you know, judge it before I get through them and see what I add to my collection. You know, like a coin like this, I see that and, hey, it looks just like a coin I have in my collection already, but, well, they changed the metal it's made out of, or they changed something over time that made it a new type. Pretty cool coins from Laos. Latvian 1 lats. If any of y'all see something that I mislabel, or something that you like, a coin you know something more about, feel free to make a comment below and let me know what I missed, or something cool about a coin or a country at some specific time that might be related to one of these coins. This is a cool one, Straight Settlement, 1 cent from 1919, and it's in pretty good shape, I thought. Old Mexican 1 cent. A few here from Nepal. Try to show you two at a time like that. It's a little bit easier to flip that way too. Now that we're 2/3 of the way through it, yeah, let me change the way I'm showing them to you, right? There's a silver coin from Norway, got a hole in it, unfortunately. And that's one of the other things I like collecting a whole lot, is German occupation coins from World War II. That's certainly a kind of like a category of coins that I want to make sure I have a full collection of someday, of the German occupation coins during World War II. A lot of them are zinc, which unfortunately means that nowadays they're pretty well corroded and not in great condition. But they're still fun to collect. All right, let's keep moving forward into the O's. We got Omen, an FAO coin. Trying not to make this video too terribly long, even though I know it's going to run probably a solid 15 minutes at least, showing you all these new types. Just the variety of countries that was in this lot was quite impressive. I think that there were like 140 or more countries represented in this lot. I liked this old Spanish one. Really liked that one. You know, I see like the Spanish coins from 1870. I see those periodically. But then there's kind of a gap in the Spanish coins where I don't see a lot of them. I don't know what went on in Spain's history, kind of early 1900s, to cause their coins to not be as abundant, or at least as readily available. Maybe they were minted in lower mintages, so they're more valuable, and that's why I don't see them as often. Quite a few FAO coins. I liked that. These next two coins are actually not new types into my collection, but I'm carding a second one of each of them so that I can put them with both Suriname and Krakow in my collection. It's been going back and forth on the Numista catalog on which country they belong with. In reality, if you look at the coin, they only say Netherlands on it, but they were minted for Suriname and Krakow. And so currently on the Numista catalog, they are listed under both countries. And so since it's listed under both countries on the catalog, I wanted to mark off both of them in the catalog, and so I thought, well, that makes sense for me to then keep a copy of the coins with each country in my books. So if you look at either one of the countries, they'll now have one of those coins with them. Getting to the end here. Man, these Vatican City coins, you know, Vatican City is really small, so on the mintage of any given year of one of these, it's almost always lower than 100,000 or so. Sometimes significantly lower, 40 or 60,000. And so I don't know, maybe they're not as collectible, but if you made a coin for the United States and only made 40,000 of it, or heck, the 30,000 they made of the reverse enhanced reverse proof American Silver Eagle, and you saw how that price of that jumped up so high after it hit the secondary market. And so there's a lot of world coins that have significantly lower mintage, and you can own a coin that there's only 1,000 of, or there's only 3,000 of in the world, without paying a massive premium to acquire it. So that should have been about 182 coins that we just went through in just under 15 minutes. Over two, I think they're 9-inch boxes. A lot of work to put all these into my binder, but before I do that, I'm going to look through the other 50 coins that I got from Golden Eagle Coins. And after I get through those, hopefully in a week here, I'll have a video to show you what new types I got from those 50 pounds, and we'll compare that 50 pounds to this 50 pounds to see um, if it was better or worse. I have already noticed that the mix is slightly different. Sometimes you can tell some of the coins they put in there to kind of be like filler coins, and it's like, well, they must just have rolls and rolls of uncirculated of this one coin or this 1 year of this coin from this country. And I notice that sometimes, especially when I buy a lot of coins from specific sellers, and even I'll buy coins a year later and it still has the same amount of coins from a specific country, and it's not like it's just one type of coin. It's like they're all the exact same year. It's like there was like a roll of this coin or a couple rolls of these coins that got mixed into here. Um, but generally speaking, what I'm trying to find when I'm buying world coins is I'm trying to find new types, and so I'm looking for lots that have been picked through less. And that's a difficult thing to do nowadays. A lot of coins you get from big dealers have been picked through quite a bit, if not but from that dealer, by whoever sold it to them. So it's a challenge, and I've had some success with that. Generally, if I try to find like people who are or dealers that are focused on U.S. coins, they're not going to pick as much out of the world coins, or even jewelry sellers or pawn shops might get world coins and not know anything about them, and you can get them from them the same price you could get from big dealers, but not picked through. But I appreciate you all watching. Sorry for this video running so long, and have an excellent weekend and a great week, everyone, and I will see you all next time.